We have a good question. Peg asked him the good question.
Tim, tell me how you make the macaroni and cheese.
Okay, this is how you do it. You get yourself depending on the size, if you want to do a 9x13 baking pan size of macaroni, first thing you want to do is you want to boil about a box of the noodles, about maybe
So
a
a
box
pound,
and a half.
that's a pound.
Yeah, a pound.
Right.
Okay, and then you don't want to cook them all the way through. You want them about 3/4 of the way done.
Al dente.
And before you put the noodles into the pan, you want to spray the pan with Pam.
Okay.
Or you can layer it with butter, smear butter around so that it's non-stick.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to have just a dusting of Parmesan on the bottom layer.
So it's kind of like snow.
It's kind of like snow. A little dusting of Parmesan with 2 cuts of butter.
Okay.
On each end.
Slices.
2 slices of butter. And then you add your noodles in. Once your noodles
Al dente
go in,
noodles,
al
not
dente,
totally.
yes.
Yep. Okay.
3/4 of the way done.
Okay.
Add the noodles in, even them out. Beat up an egg with some milk, like it's a scrambled egg.
Huh?
Add a little salt and pepper.
So just a little bit of milk.
Just a little bit of milk. And you dump the egg onto the noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Then you layer it with your shredded cheese.
Cheddar?
Cheddar. No,
okay.
Extra sharp cheddar.
That's
the key. Extra sharp cheddar. You layer it with the shredded cheese. And then you add more Parmesan.
Oh.
And then you mix it all around so that it's all mixed in with the cheese.
Right.
And then before you throw it in the oven, you add another layer of the shredded cheese, extra sharp cheese, and do it to your liking. I add more cheese because you guys are cheese lovers. And then on top of it, I sprinkle more Parmesan. But one thing we changed was we did Parmesan / Romano.
Oh, that's good.
On the top.
Yeah. And then when you bake it, does it become very toasty on top?
This time it did because it was a bigger pan. I had to bake it for longer. Usually, what you do in a 9x13 pan, you bake it for about 40-45 minutes, and at 350 degrees. Mm-hmm. No, 300 degrees. I think it was 350. Sorry, 350, and then it will become toasty on top. But to prevent
crusty is
yes,
a good.
crusty.
Yeah, okay.
To prevent that, because some people like it, she loves it. Some people don't like it. I bake it longer at a lower temperature, maybe like at 300
okay.
for an hour or so. And then you obviously when the milk, I'm sorry, I forgot an ingredient. You must add milk.
How much?
Halfway up the pan.
Not
too much, not too high. Okay, as the milk dries up as you're baking it,
right,
it's done.
When do you add the milk?
When you add the milk, when you add the egg. Add the egg, add the milk, add the shredded cheese.
So you mix the egg up with milk.
Yep.
And then you put it in, and then you add more milk. Now, would you add cream instead of milk, or half and half instead of milk?
Yes, about an inch of milk, depending on the size of the pan. If the pan's
well,
this
we're
big,
talking 3x13,
you would add
9x13.
9x5.
All right.
3x13, an inch might be too much.
Would I do cream? I've never experimented with cream.
Or half and half, or something like that.
You could do that.
That'd be very rich.
Yes.
So Tim, what have you experimented with?
Oh, don't. Turn it off.
So
Karen.
that's it.
That's awesome.
45 minutes to an hour, and you're done. Depending on your liking, you can do it at 350 or 300. 350 for 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and 300 for about an hour.
Okay, Katie, and the outcome is
Pretty tasty.
pretty tasty.
Take a
Well,
bite.
that's enthusiastic.
Take a bite. Could you market
Show
this
us
product?
how tasty it is.
Could this be
We want to
the
see
new
enthusiasm.
the new world recipe?
Now, mind you, this is macaroni and cheese made by a non-cheese lover. I don't even eat the stuff.
He's been to Wisconsin, though.
You don't though. You don't eat it though. You make it.
I make it and don't eat it.
That's interesting.
I just started making it a year ago.
Okay, I think now. Okay, yeah. I think we
Peg's
need.
got one more thing she wants to add.
I don't want to add anything, but I'm saying I think because I'm doing the EZ cookbook, right? We should have you guys do it together and AZ doing them, because I have great pictures.
Of the taste test?
Yeah, I have the front.